I wrote this vignette on January 25th, 2019, and registered it for copyright with the U.S. Library of Congress on February 8th, 2019. Sammy. It was a warm summer night 18 years ago. I parked in my carport and walked 50 feet towards the front door of my home. Halfway there, I heard faint crying and noticed 4 feral cats huddled under a vehicle. They appeared dehydrated, emaciated, and in need of immediate care. In their weakened state, easy pickings for the coyotes nearby. I got canned meat and dropped morsels from where the tabbies were lying to my outdoor patio. They still had enough strength to gobble up their manna from heaven. Once the felines entered the enclosure, I fastened its latch. They lingered outside but couldn't leave the premises because of fencing I constructed upon occupancy. After ingesting their first legitimate meal in ages, the mouses gained courage and were eager to return to the wilderness, not comprehending the danger awaiting. Impossible to place them in carriers for transport, I contacted Dr. Greg Shookman and asked him to bring wares to spay, neuter, vaccinate, and microchip my new roomies. I dubbed him Dr. Shookles by virtue of the wriggling his body generated while constraining the malkins with his oversized net. Their coven was blood. I named the mother Little Mama, eldest son Ginger, and twin females Mia and Sammy. Little Mama, 5 years of age, sported a tan and silver coat with black lips and almond-shaped eyes. Ginger, from her first litter, was a year and a half and resembled a slim, lithe creamsicle. Mia and Sammy, both 6-month Tonkinese, featured off-white bodies, facial shades of gray, and spherical baby blues. I provided the kitties unrestricted use of my abode, built shelves and baskets to hang on the walls, and cat towers to simulate the trees they used to spring from. I kept their clan intact, knowing an experience of lifelong stability awaited inside my domicile. Over time, growing amenable to handling since I wanted to caress and hug them too. That never happened. The wildcats scattered whenever I exhibited any movement, regardless of how slow and benign. Even when distributing nourishment, they'd become wary and wait until I retreated at least 10 feet before imbibing. The tribe matured into a gorgeous and hardy brood. They remained inseparable, regularly grooming and snuggling one another. Conversely, the ferals scurried and bawled when Dr. Shookles and I approached, though we always acted in their best interests. 3 of the 4 siblings grew somewhat tolerable with my presence, if nothing else to get close enough to feed them. The holdout, Sammy, I nicknamed Angry Sammy, a fitting moniker because of the aggrieved and terrified scowl she perpetually displayed. Almost 2 decades passed. Happy and proud their kin lived long and active lives, Sammy became the lone survivor. No longer having any family to embrace, I hoped she'd finally welcome my advances. One day, feeling emboldened to cradle her and show my affection, I tried cajoling Sammy with treats and trinkets. As always, she responded by elevating to her favorite hiding spot on a ledge behind the curtains. This time, I wasn't having it. At 75, I too stayed in excellent condition and chased Sammy to no avail. She still outran me, agile and elusive to the point of my slumping into the living room chair, exhausted after 15 minutes of sweat-dripping pursuit. Within a few seconds, Sammy sauntered in and looked me straight in the eye with her unabating and sinister glare. Then, at the top of her lungs, yowled, Juice!